Retirement is a phase of life that many look forward to, but it also brings deep reflections on the choices made over the years. Recently, I had the opportunity to talk with a group of retirees between 75 and 80 years old, seeking to understand what their biggest regrets were after so many years of retirement. The answers I received not only reveal valuable lessons, but also offer precious insights for those who are still on the path to this stage of life. In this script, we will explore in detail the main regrets shared by these retirees, analyzing each of them and offering reflections on how we can learn from their experiences to plan and live a more satisfying and fulfilling life, both before and during retirement. 1. The regret of not retiring earlier. The reality of limited time. One of the most common and impactful regrets mentioned by almost all interviewees was the desire to have retired earlier. Many of them followed the traditional path, retiring around 65, an age considered standard in many countries. However, looking back, they realized they could have enjoyed their golden years much more if they had made the transition to retirement a little earlier. The value of the golden years. The golden years refer to the initial period of retirement when one still has health, energy, and willingness to realize long-postponed dreams and projects. It's during this phase that many retirees feel free to explore new passions, travel, and dedicate themselves to activities they've always wanted to do but never had enough time for during their active professional life. Reflections and lessons. Early planning. The lesson here is clear. Planning for retirement should start early, not just in financial terms, but also in terms of lifestyle and ability for certain activities, especially travel and more challenging physical experiences, naturally decreased. Many found themselves with adequate financial resources, but with physical or health limitations that prevented them from realizing dreams they could have achieved earlier. Reflections and lessons. Flexible financial planning. It's important to develop a financial plan that allows for enjoying retirement from the beginning without compromising long-term financial security. Prioritizing experiences. Investing in experiences and memories in the early years of retirement can bring more satisfaction than accumulating excessive resources for an uncertain future. Continuous evaluation. Regularly, reassessing financial planning and personal goals can help maintain a healthy balance between saving and spending. 3. The regret of not taking. Better care of health. Health is the foundation of quality of life. One of the deepest and most universal regrets among the retirees interviewed was the neglect of health over the years. Many realized too late that health is the foundation upon which all other experiences and pleasures of retirement are built. The long-term impact of lifestyle habits. The interviewees reported how inadequate eating habits, lack of regular exercise, and neglect of medical checkups negatively impacted their quality of life in retirement. Health problems that could have been prevented or minimized ended up limiting their options and activities in retirement years. Reflections and lessons. Early investment in health. Adopting a healthy lifestyle early on is not just a matter of longevity, but of quality of life in retirement. Prevention as a priority. Regular checkups and adherence to preventive health practices can avoid future problems and ensure more years of active life. Holistic balance. Consider health holistically, including mental and emotional well-being in addition to physical health. 4. The regret of not cultivating a hobby. The importance of interests beyond work. Many retirees expressed regret for not having developed hobbies or significant interests outside of work before retirement. They discovered that having a passion or activity to dedicate oneself to is crucial for maintaining purpose and satisfaction in post-career life. The void of inactivity. Several interviewees mentioned the challenge of filling the time that was previously occupied by work. Those who didn't have established hobbies often found themselves falling into a monotonous routine centered mainly on watching television, which led to feelings of boredom and even depression. Reflections and lessons. Early exploration of interests. Start exploring and developing hobbies while still in active professional life to facilitate the transition to retirement. Diversity of activities. Experimenting with different types of hobbies can help discover unexpected passions and keep the mind active and engaged. Social connection through hobbies. Many hobbies offer opportunities for socialization, another crucial aspect for a satisfying retirement. 5. The regret of not traveling more. Lost opportunities for exploration. One of the most common and emotionally charged regrets among retirees was not having traveled more. Especially when they were younger and in better health, many realized that postponing trips and experiences for an uncertain future resulted in lost opportunities. Growing limitations. With age after 70 or 75 years old, many interviewees reported that traveling became more challenging due to health issues, decreased energy, or simply feeling less adventurous. Those who had traveled extensively in their 50s and 60s expressed deep gratitude for these experiences. Reflections and lessons. Prioritizing travel experiences. Incorporate travel and exploration as an integral part of life and retirement planning. Balance between work and travel. Consider taking sabbaticals or extended vacations during one's career to undertake meaningful trips. Adapting travel styles. As one ages, adapt travel styles to accommodate changes in health and preferences rather than giving up traveling completely. 6. The regret of not cultivating deeper relationships. The importance of human connections. A recurring theme in the conversations was the regret of not having invested more time and energy in friendships and family relationships throughout life. Many retirees realized belatedly that human connections are one of the greatest sources of joy and comfort in old age. The challenge of loneliness in retirement. Several interviewees mentioned loneliness as a significant challenge in retirement, especially for those who focused excessively on their careers at the expense of personal relationships. Reflections and lessons. Investment in relationships. Prioritize cultivating deep friendships and family ties throughout life, not just in retirement. Maintaining professional connections. Keep in touch with former colleagues and build a social network that goes beyond the work environment. Community engagement. Participate in community activities and interest groups as a way to build new connections in retirement. 7. The regret of not being more adventurous. The value of experiences outside the comfort zone. Many retirees expressed the wish that they had been bolder and more adventurous in their life choices. They realized that many opportunities for personal growth and enriching experiences were lost due to fear or complacency. The wisdom of courage. Those who occasionally stepped out of their comfort zone reported that these experiences were among the most memorable and rewarding of their lives, regretting not having done so more often. Reflections and lessons. Cultivating a growth mindset. Encourage an attitude of continuous learning and openness to new experiences throughout life. Small steps, big changes. Starting with small adventures and challenges can build the confidence needed for bigger endeavors. Redefining adventure. Recognize that being adventurous can mean different things to different people and at different stages of life. Remarks 8. The regret of not making more flexible financial planning. The rigidity of traditional planning. Many retirees expressed frustration with very rigid financial plans that did not adapt well to changing circumstances and desires in retirement. They realized that while financial discipline is important, flexibility is equally crucial. The challenge of financial balance. Some regretted saving too much, missing out on opportunities to enjoy life, while others lamented not being cautious enough, facing financial difficulties later in retirement. Reflections and lessons. Adaptive financial planning. Develop financial strategies that can be adjusted as circumstances and priorities change over time. Continuous financial education. Stay informed about investment options and financial management. Strategies to make more informed decisions. Balance between security and flexibility. Seek a balance between ensuring long-term financial security and allowing for spending that enriches life experience. Dra. 9. The regret of not working less. The hidden cost of overwork. A recurring theme was the regret of having dedicated too much time to work, often at the expense of family relationships, personal health, and leisure opportunities. Many realized belatedly that professional success did not compensate for the time lost in other important areas of life. The quest for work-life balance. Several retirees expressed the wish that they had found a better balance between their professional and personal lives, recognizing that true success encompasses more than just achievements at work. Reflections and lessons. Redefining success. Consider a more holistic definition of success that includes personal fulfillment, health, and relationships, in addition to professional success. Healthy work boundaries. Establish clear boundaries between work and personal life, including conscious use of leisure time and vacations. Conscious career planning. Seek career opportunities that allow for a better balance between professional and personal life. 10. The regret of not contributing more to social causes. The desire to leave a positive legacy. Many retirees expressed regret for not having engaged more in volunteer work or social causes during their active lives. They realized that contributing to the well-being of the community not only benefits others, but also brings a deep sense of purpose and personal satisfaction. The late discovery of the value of volunteering. Some interviewees who began to engage in volunteer work after retirement expressed the wish that they had started these activities earlier, recognizing the positive impact they had on their lives and the community. Reflections and lessons. Integration of community service. Seek ways to incorporate volunteering and community involvement into everyday life, even during active working years. Alignment of skills and passions. Identify causes and organizations that align with personal skills and interests to make volunteering more meaningful and sustainable. Legacy and purpose. Recognize that contributing to larger causes can provide a sense of purpose and leave a positive legacy. 11. The regret of not learning to better handle stress. The impact of accumulated stress. Stress accumulated over professional life emerged as a recurring theme among retirees. Many expressed regret for not having learned effective stress management techniques earlier in their lives, recognizing the negative impact that chronic stress had on their physical and mental health. The late search for emotional balance. Several interviewees mentioned that only after retirement did they discover the benefits of practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or yoga. They regretted not having incorporated these emotional well-being tools earlier into their routines. Reflections and lessons. Prioritizing mental well-being. Recognize the importance of mental and emotional health as much as physical health, incorporating self-care practices early on. Stress management techniques. Explore and adopt various stress reduction techniques, such as meditation, breathing exercises, or relaxing hobbies, finding what works best for each individual. Seeking professional help. Don't hesitate to seek professional help such as therapy or counseling to deal with stress and emotional challenges. 12. The regret of not exploring more of their creative passions. Neglected creativity. Many retirees expressed regret for not having given more attention to their creative passions throughout life. Activities such as music, painting, writing, or other forms of artistic expression were often relegated to the background in favor of professional and family obligations. The late discovery of creative potential. Some interviewees who resumed or discovered new creative passions in retirement expressed joy and fulfillment, but also lamented the lost time and skills they could have developed if they had started earlier. Mactas, Reflections and Lessons, Integrating Creativity into Daily Life. Find ways to incorporate creative activities into the daily routine, even if in small doses. Exploration without pressure. Encourage exploration of different forms of creative expression without the pressure of becoming a professional or achieving perfection. Intrinsic value of creativity. Recognize that creative expression has value in itself, regardless of the final outcome or external recognition. Conclusion. Transforming regrets into wisdom. Reflecting on the regrets shared by these retirees, it's clear that many of the lessons learned are universal and timeless. They invite us to reconsider our priorities and life choices, not just in preparation for retirement, but to live a fuller and more satisfying life in all phases. Key lessons learned. 1. Balance is fundamental. Whether between work and personal life, saving and spending, or ambition and contentment, balance emerges as a central theme for a well-lived life. 2. Investment in health and relationships. Physical and mental health, along with meaningful relationships, are the true pillars of a happy life and a satisfying retirement. Living in the present. While planning for the future is important, it's crucial not to indefinitely postpone happiness and meaningful experiences. Courage to explore. Stepping out of one's comfort zone, whether through travel, new experiences, or personal challenges, enriches life in unexpected ways. 5. Purpose and contribution. Finding ways to contribute to society and pursue personal passions adds depth and meaning to life, especially in retirement. Applying these lessons. For those who are still in the middle of their careers or approaching retirement, these reflections offer a valuable opportunity for reassessment and course adjustment. Some practical actions to consider include regularly reviewing your life priorities and adjusting your plans as necessary, investing time and resources in meaningful experiences and relationships, cultivating interests and hobbies outside of work, prioritizing physical and mental health through healthy habits and wellness practices, seeking opportunities to contribute to the community and important causes, exploring creative passions and new forms of learning, planning for retirement flexibly, considering both financial security and quality of life. By learning from the regrets of those who came before us, we have the opportunity to make more conscious choices and live a richer and more satisfying life. True wisdom lies in recognizing that each day is an opportunity to create the life we desire, not just for retirement, but for every moment we have the privilege of living. Let us remember that life is precious and finite. Instead of accumulating regrets, we can choose to accumulate experiences, relationships, and moments that truly matter. After all, at the end of our lives, it's not the years in our life that count, but the life in our years. To further illustrate these lessons and bring them to life, let's explore some specific stories and examples shared by our group of retirees. These personal accounts provide a more intimate look at the impact of life choices and offer valuable insights for those still navigating their career and pre-retirement years. Sarah's story, The Price of Workaholism. Sarah Thompson, now 78, was once a high-powered executive in New York City. Her career was marked by impressive achievements, rapid promotions and financial success. However, as she reflects on her life, her eyes fill with a mix of pride and regret. "I was always the first one in the office and the last one to leave," Sarah recounts. "I missed my daughter's piano recitals, my son's baseball games, and countless family dinners. I thought I was securing our future, but I was losing precious moments that I can never get back." Sarah's wake-up call came when her husband, Tom, suffered a heart attack at 60. It was a stark reminder of life's fragility and the toll that stress can take. "We had all this money saved up, but what good was it if we couldn't enjoy it together?" she asks rhetorically. After Tom's recovery, Sarah made the decision to retire early at 62. While she's grateful for the years they've had together since then, she can't help but wonder how different things might have been if she had found a better balance earlier in life. Lesson: Sarah's story underscores the importance of work-life balance and the need to prioritize relationships and personal well-being alongside career ambitions. It serves as a powerful reminder that success shouldn't come at the cost of life's most precious aspects: family, health, and personal fulfillment. Mike's Regret, the unwritten novel. Mike Johnson, 76, spent his entire career as an English teacher in a small town in Ohio. He loved his job and took great pride in inspiring young minds. However, there was always a nagging dream in the back of his mind: writing a novel. "I always told myself I'd write during the summers," Mike says with a rueful smile, "but there was always something else: curriculum planning, home repairs, family obligations. Before I knew it, decades had passed." Now in retirement, Mike has finally started writing, but he finds the process more challenging than he anticipated. "My mind isn't as sharp as it used to be, and my energy levels aren't what they were," he admits. "I wish I had started this journey when I was younger, even if it meant writing just a page a day." Mike's story resonates with many retirees who put their personal passions on hold, always waiting for the right time that never seems to come. While he's still hopeful about completing his novel, he advises others not to wait to pursue their dreams. Lesson: Mike's experience highlights the importance of making time for personal passions and creative pursuits throughout life, rather than postponing them to an idealized future. It's a reminder that our dreams and creative abilities need nurturing and practice, and that starting early can lead to richer, more fulfilling experiences later in life. Linda's adventure: It's never too late. Not all the stories shared were filled with regret. Linda Rodriguez, 75, offers an inspiring counterpoint. A former accountant from Miami, Linda made a conscious decision to step out of her comfort zone upon retirement. "I was always the play-it-safe type," Linda explains, "but when I hit 65, I decided it was time for a change. I signed up for a solo travel tour to Japan, something I never would have done in my younger years. That first trip sparked a passion for travel and cultural exploration that has defined Linda's retirement years. She's since visited over 20 countries, learned basic phrases in several languages, and even tried her hand at international cuisine cooking classes. Sure, sometimes my knees ache more than they used to, and I need to take things a bit slower," Linda admits. "But the joy and perspective I've gained from these experiences are priceless. I only wish I'd started a bit earlier." Lesson: Linda's story serves as an inspiring reminder that it's never too late to embrace new adventures and personal growth. It underscores the importance of staying open to new experiences and challenging oneself, regardless of age. Her journey also highlights how stepping out of one's comfort zone can lead to unexpected joys and a renewed sense of purpose in retirement. Robert's financial wisdom: the balance of saving and living. Robert Anderson, 79, a retired financial advisor from Chicago, offers a unique perspective on one of the most common retirement dilemmas: finding the right balance between saving for the future and enjoying the present. "I spent my career helping others plan for retirement," Robert says, "but when it came to my own life, I realized I had gone too far in the direction of frugality." Robert and his wife Carol were diligent savers, often foregoing vacations and small luxuries in favor of maximizing their retirement accounts. While this approach ensured their financial security, it came with unexpected costs. "We had all these grand plans for retirement," Robert explains, traveling the world, taking up new hobbies. But by the time we got there, Carol's arthritis had worsened, making long trips uncomfortable. And frankly, we found we didn't have the energy we once did for all those activities we'd postponed. Now, Robert advocates for a more balanced approach. Save for the future, absolutely, he advises. But don't forget to live in the present. Some experiences are best enjoyed while you're young and healthy. Lesson. Robert's story highlights the delicate balance between financial prudence and life enjoyment. It suggests that while saving for retirement is crucial, it shouldn't come at the expense of living a full life in the present. The key is finding a middle ground that allows for both financial security and the pursuit of meaningful experiences throughout all stages of life. Emily's community connection, the joy of giving back. Emily Watson, 77, a former elementary school principal from Portland, Oregon, shares a story that illuminates the profound impact of community, engagement, and volunteerism. "When I retired, I suddenly felt unnecessary," Emily confesses. "After years of being needed by hundreds of students and teachers every day, the quiet of retirement was deafening." Emily's turning point came when she reluctantly agreed to volunteer at a local literacy program for adults. What started as a way to fill time quickly became a passion, helping adults learn to read, seeing their worlds open up. "It gave me a sense of purpose I hadn't felt since leaving my job," Emily says, with evident emotion. "I only wish I'd started volunteering earlier in life. The skills I've developed, the friendships I've made, the impact I've had, it's been incredibly fulfilling." Now, Emily is a strong advocate for integrating community service into all stages of life. "You don't have to wait until retirement to make a difference," she insists. "Even a few hours a month can be transformative, both for the community and for yourself." Lesson. Emily's experience underscores the immense value of community, engagement, and volunteerism, not just as a retirement activity but as a lifelong practice. It demonstrates how giving back to the community can provide a sense of purpose, foster new skills and relationships, and enhance overall life satisfaction. David's health journey, the importance of prevention. David Thompson, 80, a retired construction worker from Houston, Texas, shares a poignant story about the long-term impact of health. "Choices. I always thought I was invincible," David says with a shake of his head. "Working long hours, eating whatever was convenient, skipping checkups. I figured I'd deal with my health when I got older." However, shortly after retiring, David was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The news came as a shock and forced him to make drastic lifestyle changes. "I've managed to improve my health, but it's been an uphill battle," he admits. "If I could go back in time, I'd tell my younger self to take better care of my body, eat better, exercise regularly, get those checkups. It's so much easier to prevent health issues than to reverse them." Now, David is an advocate for preventive health care. He organizes walking groups in his retirement community and shares his story with younger colleagues, hoping to inspire them to prioritize their health early on. Lesson. David's journey emphasizes the critical importance of prioritizing health and wellness throughout life. It serves as a reminder that the habits and choices we make in our younger years can have profound impacts on our quality of life in retirement. Preventive healthcare and consistent healthy habits are investments in our future selves. The collective wisdom, embracing life at every stage. As we reflect on these stories and the myriad experiences shared by our group of retirees, several universal themes emerge. 1. The value of balance. Whether it's Sarah's realization about work-life balance, Robert's insights on financial planning, or David's health journey, finding equilibrium in various aspects of life is crucial. The importance of proactivity. From Mike's delayed novel writing to Linda's embracing of travel, these stories highlight the benefits of actively pursuing our goals and dreams rather than postponing them. C. The power of connection. Emily's volunteering experience and Linda's travels underscore how engaging with others and the wider world can bring richness and purpose to our lives. 4. The necessity of self-care. David's health challenges remind us of the importance of taking care of our physical and mental well-being consistently throughout life. 5. The joy of continuous growth. Whether it's learning new skills, exploring new places, or challenging ourselves, the stories of these retirees demonstrate that personal growth is a lifelong journey. As we navigate our own life paths, these shared experiences offer valuable guidance. They remind us to cherish the present moment while planning for the future, to pursue our passions alongside our responsibilities, and to nurture our health, relationships, and personal growth at every stage of life. The wisdom gleaned from these retirees' reflections isn't just about avoiding regrets in retirement, it's about living a fuller, more balanced, and more intentional life right now. By heeding these lessons, we can work towards creating a life that, when we look back upon it in our later years, we can view with satisfaction, joy, and minimal regrets. In the end, the most profound lesson from these shared stories is perhaps the simplest. Life, in all its complexity and beauty, is meant to be lived fully at every age. By embracing this philosophy, we can hope to reach our own retirement years with a heart full of rich experiences, cherished relationships, and the quiet contentment of a life well lived.